What's going on, everyone? Welcome. And I asked the 8-ball if people hit the like button, and it said never. And you know what? It's not lying. 39 viewers, 14 likes. What is going on, guys? What's going on? Seb, what's happening? What's everyone up to today? Let's see. Let's try something else here. Hold on a sec. 8-ball. Hold on one sec. Well, crypto moon soon. Let's see. Let's see what the 8-ball is telling us. Will crypto moon soon? We're about to find out. The magic 8-ball says maybe. Maybe. All right. So crypto may moon soon. Maybe. We'll see what happens. You know, we're trying to predict the future here. We need our magic 8-ball to tell us what's going on. Anyway, let's see who's all here. Let's do a quick roll call. I hear there's some raid action happening, so that's awesome. We got Andres 23007. What is going on, Mr. Budweiser? Of course, we got Mr.
Rod Potts.
I got to find something for Dan because Dan's rugging Gensler again. And, you know, hopefully, all the powers that be rug him completely and kick him to the curb. That'd be all right. You know, time to start flipping some burgers at McDonald's because I don't even know. He'd probably get fired from there, too. Probably try taxing his own burgers or something stupid. Anyway, moving on. What do we got here? Jock McMiner, UK, Skirm, Ogre MGTOW. Scrolling on. Reef the Sea Forever. What's going on? Trillion Capital, Toronto Corporation, TCTC. Welcome. Is this the proof of work conference? Yeah, totally. Far from it. Anyway, Crypto Baltus, what's going on? Quebec Man in the house. John Franquist Aubin. Mindsum, what's going on, Mindsum? Scrolling through. Ninja Kid, Tech Man, what's happening? Can Matt, Seb Fintech, what's going on, Seb? What are you up to? What's happening? Son of a Rabid Panda in the house again. And it just jumped on me. So hopefully I didn't miss anyone. We got Dom G. What's happening? And did I miss anyone? You can just yell at me. You know, you guys can ask the 8-ball stuff too. All you got to do is, explanation, 8-ball, space, and then just ask any question you want. So just kind of do that. And then put a space there, ask a question, and, it might answer some stuff for you. And I don't even know what that means. The Magic 8-ball said most likely. Most likely you guys might use it. Most likely you guys won't. I have no idea. Ask away. It's the 8-ball. It knows everything. Isn't that how we do things around here? You can just say, I got 7-cent power. You got 7-cent power? That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Oh, you're right. Red Panda Poker Strategy. Is Panda here? Yeah, if you guys were here during the poker tournament yesterday, I lost. Of all people, I lost to Panda. Panda took me out. He won my reward, so that's awesome. It's actually pretty sweet that he is the one that did it. It was kind of funny. We're chirping back and forth. I said at the final table it would be Panda versus Rabid would be the final two head on, Battle of Canada, but that didn't happen. I decided to get kind of greedy, and I just went. So what happened here was I had a queen something, queen 2, queen 4, queen 6, I don't even remember, but it was suited, and I just went, whatever, all in. Panda calls me. Panda won with pocket threes. Pocket threes. He had pocket threes. He took it. Awesome. I went all in with pocket twos. That was pretty sweet. And I so look at this hand. Look at this hand. And I folded this, obviously, but I screenshotted this because it was sweet. I got to find it. Where is it? I was really mad when I saw the flop come up. Maybe it makes sense. Sometimes wait for that flop at least. But, I just fold a lot of stuff that looks like garbage. Where's that screenshot? I can't find it now. Oh, no, I lost it. No, here it is. Check this out, guys. You see this? So this is what I folded. This is before the flop. I had 2-3 suited. I was like, this is garbage. I folded it. Look what came up. Full house right off the get-go. I was like, oh, my gosh. Did that just happen? Like, wow. So, sometimes it makes sense to just wait for the flop to see what would happen. But, yeah, that would have been sweet. I probably could have, easily chipped away at some people's things. Say, I might have something, I might not. And then at the end, go all in or something. But, yeah, that was pretty sweet. And when I saw that flop up, I'm screenshotting this. I am screenshotting this right now and saving that. And just as a reminder saying, you know what? Maybe sometimes it's okay to just wait for that flop. But that's pretty sweet. Yeah, I had some time. Imagine 8-balls are camels the best. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. Says you will have to wait. I'm pulling 350 watts right now on solar. Nice. 350. Sweet. What else do we got? Can I configure the network switch instead? Mayhaps. What is that? Mayhaps. Like, it's not even a maybe or perhaps. It's a mayhap. So it's really messing with people in both categories of things. This thing has crazy answers. I swear. I can add custom commands and add stuff into there, but I'm not sure. Panda took Rabid to the cleaners. Yeah, Panda sure did. She's not here. I thought he'd come in here and he'd start rubbing it in or something, being like, I owned you. Because we know what Panda. You know, that's Panda, right? But I'm surprised he's not here yet. Maybe he's busy today. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, this is an AMA. Ask me questions. We'll talk about stuff. I'm still waiting for a beast. A beast. Oh, hey, Seb, you're here. Check this out. So, yeah, this is 1 hour away. Hopefully it gets here tomorrow. I know we're a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about here, but look at this bad boy. Look at this. This epic 7742, 64 cores, 128 threads, 256 megabytes of L3 cache. Yeah. Hopefully this thing shows up at the door tomorrow. This thing is going to be beast mode at its finest. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be sweet when we start doing that. Is that for proof of useful work? Hell no, it's not. That is for pure CPU mining. That's what CPUs are used for these days. Anyway. So epic. Yeah, it's going to be sweet. What do we got here? No way, man. Are you kidding? No, it's on the way. It's a beast. Absolute beast mode CPU right there. I was looking back. I saw Linus actually had, when he reviewed like the 7742 and then he got the new one, he's like, you know, this is the most powerful CPU in the planet. I'm just going to be like, this is the most powerful CPU miner in the planet or something crazy like that or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Retro Mike knows what's going on. FPOUW. CPU or nothing. I am curious though. I'm curious about that OCTOMINER. Like, we're just talking about nothing. I don't really have any topics, so we're just going back and forth on things. But you know, I am curious that there's that. Was it the E10? That OCTOMINER proof of useful work thing? It's Intel though, so I'm kind of upset about that. You know, it'd be nice if they fired in some epics. That'd obviously be expensive, but I'm curious how that thing would mine. I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well. I know everyone's hyped up for proof of useful work and all this, but the first thing that pops in my head is, I wonder what kind of hash rate this thing could do on like Ghost Rider. I wonder what this will do on Monero. You know, those are things I thought of. I didn't even think, you know, why am I going to put GPUs in there? That doesn't make sense to me. Just kidding, guys. But, you know, hopefully anything could happen in the future. Hopefully, you know, the useful work does pump, things go awesome, and everything is back to normal. That would be great, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Proof of useful work is picking nickels up front of a stream roller. Yeah, just about to get crushed. You can do it. Oh, no, I was too slow. Me too, direct from Quebec. What? There's one directly from Quebec? What's going on there? What's happening over there? Something Quebec. Proof of useful fees. Oh, man. Actually, I don't... It's not Flux. Flux is cheap to actually use and stuff. I think Zelcore is proof of useful fees. That's horrible. That whole system, I don't know. I don't like it. It's not for me. They are using the crappy V3 chips. Will not perform well for CPU mining. It needs V4. Oh, man. That's horrible. So they're really robbing everybody blind. So you're stuck doing one thing. You could run, I guess, decent servers or something on it, maybe. A dual 77422, both coolers and motherboard for 34. Should I do it or KSO? That's totally up to you. The KSO, I don't know when the next ones are shipping, honestly. Are they still in stock? If they're still in stock and to ship out ASAP, you should still be able to ROI those KS0s. But, you know, if there's any type of delay in there, things are going to start changing earlier. Someone asked on Twitter, you know, what's KS0 looking like? Is it worth still getting? And my reaction was, well, for the next 2 to 3 weeks, we're all still going to be smiling. Right after that, we're going to start frowning a little bit. In about 2 months' time, everyone's going to be mad and yelling at each other. So that's how Caspa is probably going to be looking here over the next few months. Because remember, we got the reduction of the block rewards. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, even we saw, based on the spreadsheet current price, with the reduction in blocks in 2 months from now, if, you know, Bitmain sells 5,000 of these miners and they go online, the KS0 is still profitable. Not by much. It's only making like 40 or 50 cents, but that's still profit after power. And anyone that got it early will probably have these things ROI'd in time by then. So that's massive to think about. But, you know, it's not going to be smashed out where every miner is dead like the KA3 did to Cadena. That just destroyed everything. Now, if Cadena pumps, obviously it's a different story, and people will be turning their, you know, mini Doge 2s, why do I always say Doge? But their KD Box 2s and stuff like that back online because they're profitably back. But, you know, it depends on the price. But, you know, the KS0s are still going to look good. And to me, I almost feel like the KS0s are like, they're like the mini Doge miner, except they're still profitable. So they're like the mini home miner, quiet, no power. You don't like, you know, it's like leaving a couple light bulbs on. It's not going to destroy your power bill and you're going to go bankrupt on your mining farm because you can't afford your power bill. It's not going to be like that because it doesn't use any power. So it might be still a decent long-term play, but you definitely really got to get your hands on it like ASAP or to really, you know, guarantee a type of ROI situation. I told you. Oh, yeah, greater good money right there. Yeah, he said that underneath it. I told you I was going to copy and replace your reply. July 15th, next batch of KS0s, my friend. And July 15th, that's an interesting date because July 15th is when the Ice River KS3s release as well, I'm aware. I think. Let's go to Ice River and have a look here. I think that's when the Ice River KS3s start with dropping as well. So it looks like second batch of everything is like all out Ice River. And someone else brought an interesting point up because, you know, we still don't know, like, where did these things come from? That's KS1. Let's go back here. KS3. So here's the KS3, you know, the 8 terahash, 3200 watt beast, which Bitmain's is slightly better, not by much, but it's a little better. But we can see shipping date allegedly July 15th to July 30th. So if that's along the next lines of the KS0s, all these things are emerging upon this. Now, we don't know how many of these are actually out there, but someone mentioned, you know, maybe Ice River is a potential disgruntled Bitmain employee who decided to really stick it to him. And in theory, this would definitely be a good way to do it. But, you know, I don't know if there's any truth to that at all. But it's just weird how we got the naming system and all this. There's a whole bunch of other rumors. Panda actually thinks Bitmain called it the KS3 just to, you know, spite Ice River in general, say, hey, you know what, you're doing this, we're just gonna, you know, throw a ring out there and use the same naming scheme because, you know, Bitmain, they're a big player, they throw their weight around, they're rich, they don't have to worry about things. But, you know, I do feel Bitmain might have to finally shut their yap here pretty soon. You know, as you know, however that you want to go about that, because we know Bitmain is the dominant factor when it comes to these large ASICs, the Bitcoin ASICs, the script ASICs, and now they're going to release they got all the Cadena ASICs. You know, they got everything top notch, but they do fail very badly at what's it called? Ethash, ETC hash. You know, we have the E9 Pros out there. A lot of people like those. Don't get me wrong, they're good, especially if you have cheap power. They're amazing. But there's some weird thing going on with the E9 Pros. If you guys may or may not be aware, they cannot mine any Ethash coins with an epoch higher than 200. So what does that mean? That means your Octaspace and some coins like that, which are your most profitable coins because they're newer and at the lower epochs because they're not a straight fork from Ethereum. The E9 Pro can't mine that. It is not able to mine the most profitable current Ethash coins, which is interesting, where the Jazz miners and stuff can, as well as it has a little less memory and whatever. Regardless, you know, there's something interesting there. But Jazz Miner has been blowing Bitmain away on the Ethash algorithm for years now. And latest rumors, script miners, possible Bitcoin miners emerging from Jazz Miner may be happening. Bitmain have to do a little backtrack here and, you know, maybe either like almost make their miners free because they're going to suck, or Jazz Miner's just going to, you know, overthrow them. So Bitmain has to kind of fix their game plan and marketing. I feel they're going to lose a lot out. Now, they still have their farms and everything in the background. Obviously, people are backdoor ordering, getting things early, skipping the whole line and so on. They have that, you know, down pat. They have those big customers in the back end, so they don't really have to worry. But I guess Jazz Miner would be more for the home miners, you know, on a money scale and stuff. Us home miners, we're not as big as those farms, so we're not ordering thousands and millions of dollars worth, which is where most of Bitmain's, you know, money comes from. So, you know, they're still going to be all right. But, you know, the fact that Jazz Miner is coming into something like this is pretty crazy. Like, I still don't know. It's a lot of rumors, but allegedly, allegedly the Jazz miner, the script miner, is supposed to be like 5 times more efficient than the latest L7, 9.5 gigahash. So just picture that. 5 times more efficient is like 9.5 gigahash at like 800 watts or something. 800 watts. That's pretty crazy. Imagine the L7 at only 800 watts. That's kind of the numbers we're thinking that Jazz miner may have here, but we don't know. We don't know hash rates. Like, it might not be a 9 gigahash. It could be like a 20 or 25 gigahash miner at like 1200 watts or something crazy. You know, like, we don't know the numbers or anything, but the point is they're supposed to be a lot more efficient than what Bitmain has done. And this is creditable due to what they've been doing on Ethash, which is blowing Bitmain out of the water. So it'll be very interesting once these things emerge in the future. But we still don't know how that's all coming in. What's Seb have there? Yeah, the E9 Pro also does not work on many ETC pools. There's something different about it. Doesn't work on Hero Mine. Really? That's interesting. I don't know what's going on with that. There's definitely some type of back end deal. I thought something was interesting when they first started introducing the E9 Pro. They were on a lot of Twitter spaces with Ethereum Classic. There's something going on in the background there, which could be a good thing. You know, like, there's some type of investment going on which could cause, you know, a nice big spike for ETC in the future, which obviously would be awesome for all of us. We've seen ETC spike in the past and actually become more profitable than Ethereum at times. Not the best. Like, there was, what was it, a 6x 5700 XT. I had that short there, was making $45 a day after power at 11 cent power. That's crazy. $45 a day on 5700X rig. You know, maybe we'll get back to those levels again. It's pretty insane. Now, it's going to be a little different because there's so many GPUs here. We don't have ETH absorbing a lot of that hash rate. So it's still going to come down to efficiency, and that's where these Jazz miners and ASICs do come into place. But, you know, if it gets to the point where ETC is actually profitable on a GPU, that's going to be crazy, because then that makes these ASICs that much more profitable as well. So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be crazy stuff. You know, I am bullish on, I feel, you know, I don't know, like, I still not 100% about the future of GPUs, at least for the next bull run. 2029, I think, is going to be very good. It's going to turn in good again because people will be like, oh, I'm done. 2025 bull run sucked. So then, you know, there might be a lot. That might be what we need for, you know, people to quit and then push that profitability back up on top of all these coins like FLUX and everything, which didn't come out to like 2018, 2019, a lot of these coins. So we might see them actually start maturing and the network's getting large by the next bull run following the one that's coming up. So I think that could be, you know, a bullish thing for 2029 if the cycles keep playing out, but we don't know 100% how this whole thing's going to work. But then it went and partnered with Dynix. Oh, Octospace partnered with Dynix? That's interesting. What are they doing on the background? Now, you know, that could be a good thing and a bad thing depending how you look at it. Still, a lot of people are unsure about Dynix. Now, I have been talking to some people, and they're pretty bullish. And Dynix might be better for most miners. If they are legitimately doing their proof of useful work, it is for the average home miner, because whatever they're doing, they're focusing on doing one type of thing, where Flux is trying to get their hands on everything, which is why we don't have no idea what type of hardware requirements we need, times 8 slots, times 16s, these big octo rigs and whatever coming out, because they're trying to do a little bit of everything. But at the same time, they're also trying to compete with Amazon and stuff in the space. And, you know, we got Amazon here and all these other places are established when it comes to AI and stuff. So it's going to be really difficult, but hopefully it plays out and does great. But Dynix on the other side, they are allegedly times one works. They're focusing on one or two things, not everything, which means they can optimize stuff. They can get things running better. And Octospace was supposed to be proof of useful work and stuff and doing stuff as well. So that team up might actually be good for both sides, maybe. But again, I don't know. I have no idea. And there are some people, you know, that are really starting to jump on Dynix. We still don't know how it's going to play out. You know, always treat everything like who knows what's going to happen. But there's more and more believers happening on Dynix every day. So this could actually be a big deal. And Dynix could have the chance to save GPUs, as hard as some people is to swallow that. But that might be happening. So, you know, depending where you are, this could be actually a really good thing for both Dynix and Octospace, you know, somehow. But again, I don't know what the terms are in regards of their team ups or anything, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Neuro, what? Pigeon, horse coin, pigeon coin. Yes, pigeon coin. Oh, I am mining Kyla coin on the E300 at Retro Mike's pool. So if you guys have, some FPGAs or something, you want to check out some Kyla coin, be sure to check out Retro Mike's pool. It's right here. Let's find it. Let's go into this. Let's go there. Bam, bam. I'll just type in Kyla coin right here. Engage. There you go, Retro Mike right here. See? 36 gigahash. Oh, did mine just die or something? My miner might have died. I did notice it went down. One FPGA chip went down, so I pumped up the voltages a little bit and turned it back on. It might still be doing its thing. But, yeah, I'm on Retro Mike's here. It's looking pretty darn good. Viper is obviously the top pool here. Viper's a great pool, don't get me wrong, but 83% of the hash rate. Come on, guys. What's going on? What are you guys doing out there, huh? What's happening? Why so many? Again, I'm waiting for the meme. Proof of useful works. Proof of useless work. Peppy Pow work. Proof of useful Peppy Pow or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Oh, crazy. Free advertising for Retro Mike. Yeah. Free advertising for Retro. I'm using it. It's working great. It's doing good. Since last night, Viper has increased in pool percentage. Yeah, I know. Yesterday or the other day, it was like 74 or 3% or something. So yeah, looking at today, like I was only expecting the 70s again, but still 70s is high. But yeah, it's at 80s and some now. In theory, like let's take a look at something here. Let's go to like something like XMR. See what Monero is doing. Like Monero pool. Like look at this. We got 31, 18, 18, and oh, you guys can't really see that. But here we go. The top pool is 31%. That's even good. It's crazy. The Monero community is crazy. And for good reason. Like, they promote the crap out of decentralization. You go into their Reddit or something, you say, hey, I'm looking to mine in Monero. I see just new people all the time. And they say, don't go anywhere near Nanopole. Sometimes they don't even say go to this. They say go down to like here. They don't want people. And they want people, they encourage people running nodes. They encourage all this. And this is what, to become a decentralized blockchain, that's what you need. A lot of people say, oh, what do you get for running that node? As soon as you say nothing, it's just running a node. It's a copy of the blockchain, whatever. You can use your wallet. They say, oh, I don't want it. It's garbage. Well, you need to learn crypto. That's what decentralizing is. The more people running nodes, that's more copies of the blockchain, and the harder it is to shut something down. The Monero community is massive when it comes to encouraging decentralization, spreading hash rate, and all sorts of things. A lot of coins should probably learn from stuff that Monero actually does. And, they might be better off. But, it's just the way it is. But we're seeing some nice actually gains. Look at the Monero. Look at this. That's a nice cliff going uphill. That's looking good. Good job, Monero. Let's do this. Monero to the moon. I have a thing for Monero. Obviously, it hasn't been that profitable for a long time, but the profitability on XMR has actually been picking up quite a bit. It's actually profitable for most CPUs out there, which is crazy. But I originally started with Monero, XMR. XMR will always hold something to me because that's what I originally mined with my gaming PC. Like I used XMR, I went to like support XMR and stuff like that. I also used Monero Ocean and stuff, but it was all in XMR. And that's how my gaming PC, it took a year, but it built. That's how I got my first dedicated CPU rig was from my gaming PC. Well, not gaming because I started my gaming channel first and all this other stuff, right? And then before I got into mining and stuff like on YouTube, and I was just using my gaming PC, part-time mining XMR with my CPU and stuff. And then it made enough to build a complete CPU 3900X rig. My first dedicated rig was a 3900X, and it all built 100% out of Monero. Then I built that rig. It took me 6 months to build a second rig. I had two rigs. I had one dedicated, one part-time now at the workstation going. It then, it cut that time down in half. It took 6 months, built another rig, stacking rigs. Now, in theory, my CPU farm can build an epic rig every month and a half or something. So, it's some people say, oh, that's only making 20 cents. Oh, that's only making 4 cents. Oh, that's only making 10 cents. But if you ever calculated that by going times 30, times 40, times 50, you start looking, it's all about stacking, it's about running efficient, stacking your rigs up. Things start adding up over time. And, you know, it took me a few years to build up my CPU farm and stuff, but now it's starting to benefit. And I can buy rigs with my farm's pure crypto, you know, out of that. And like I said, I think the ROI on that 7742 is about 45 days. No, 60 days. Get that wrong. 2 months, my farm can cover that full Epic rig. So that's, you know, that's pretty awesome to think about. You know, just how I started with straight XMR workstation to where I am now, the transition and over time. And like, it took years. It doesn't just happen. I didn't go down there, blow my life savings and buy a whole bunch of CPUs. It's all built and done through mining only. That's it. So, you know, it's pretty sweet to be able to do that. When you started mining on XMR. Yeah, no, that's how I started. And I remember, I always forget. Who is it? And who really got me into CPU mining a lot was Cursed Mining. Do you guys know Cursed Mining? You guys got to check it out. And this was my dream, right? Oh, I got to find it. I got to find this. Okay, let's go to Cursed Mining YouTube. Let's see here. Cursed Mining YouTube. Let's see, 3900X. I gotta find this. Right here. This one right here. This is what started my whole CPU addiction. So this is one of his buddy's rigs, and he built a 4x type of rig. I don't want copyright or nothing, so I'm not gonna play it, but you guys gotta check this out. So he built this 4x XMR Monero rig right there. See, that's how it is. And this started my whole CPU addiction right there. Cursed Mining did it all. And I say that all the time when I come down to it. I saw this rig and I'm like, that's what I want. That's what I'm going to move to. Right now, my workstation, this was awesome. This is fun. This is 4 of them. I'm going to want to get 4 of them. Then later up, he has an updated video. These are 3900Xs where he updated these 4 to 3950Xs. And then from there, I just went, another rig, looking for deals. And that's just what I did. And it all started from my workstation, XMR, and then a couple Cursed Mining videos. And, you know, I was hooked on the CPU side of things. And that's how I pretty much went on from there. It's pretty sweet. You know, so yeah, check out some of Cursed Mining stuff because he's done CPU mining for quite some time now. Always love your lives. Can't stick around. Seamless plug alert. Going to record my E100 video with my proper board. They sent the VU33P and my E100 on accident. My board finally came. Oh, all right. IDK Mining. Go hit it up. That'd be awesome. We're gonna check out that E300 when you get it going. I just picked up my second mining CPU, another 3900X for only 140, but without cooler, so I have to buy a cooler. 3900X, you don't need much. Like, I'm rocking, where do I have it here? Let's have a look here. Let's go to refresh. Engage. Oh, you guys can see I have the worker ready right there, Epic 1. And I even have the number. You see that? Epic 1. That's a start. 1, 2, what, 30? No, I'm just kidding. But Epic 1, I still feel the better deal is probably in like 7950Xs. You know, they're newer. You can get replacement parts. But yeah, where is it? Rig, I can't remember what rig it is. Is it rig 25? Which one's this? No, it's not that one. Oh, I don't know which one it is. One of my 5950Xs only got a $25 cooler on it, 20 or 25 Canadian, which is like what, $12 US. It's a thermal take something, and you know the temperatures can get high on hot days, around 75 to 80, but I'm okay with that. You know, normal days it's around 70 and stuff, but it's only like a $15-20 cooler. For mining, you don't need too much, but yeah. That Mr. 8-Ball outing me. But yeah, you saw there, though, I was on Epic and stuff because today, Epic is having today, actually. So let's just kind of jump into this. You can see I have a gap there because I was moving around some coins, trying to figure out some hash rates and stuff for profitability. I'm only at 1122 right now, but usually I'm around 20 to 25 coins per 24 hours of Epic. It hits over $2 a lot of the times. So in the bull run, you know, hopefully Epic hits like $10 or something. I don't know. But I'm also dual mining this with other coins that SRB miner supports. So I could also mine Epic plus Raptorium or Epic plus Monero or anything SRB miner really supports. You can do with this. So I'm on Epic right now. earlier on, I remember a couple months ago I was on Epic and it was like, I don't know, I was getting like 30 coins a day. It was pretty crazy, but hash rate has been picking up. But the halving, I went back to here because the halving is happening today. It's happening like 9 hours from now. So this is all going to drop. So this comes down to a couple things now. Is the hash rate going to drop by 50% like we saw with something like Ravencoin when the halving happened? If that happens, then we're still going to have decent profits here. But if the hash rate doesn't dump off Epic, it's going to suck. And I think Epic was actually profitable on GPUs for a while. If you're unfamiliar with Epic Cash, it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder than the average coin for people to set up. You got to do offline transactions. It's a privacy coin. You can hide stuff from the blockchain, which is kind of interesting. Might be bad. Not financial advice type of stuff going on here, but you can do offline transactions. Some of these pools, you download a text file, and you get your pool payout. You actually got to download your text file. You save that, you upload it into your wallet, and then you get the recipient file, you download that, and then you upload that into the pool as the confirmation. So nothing was done online. It's all done through files, uploading and downloading, and you get your transaction within like a minute. So it's fast, and it's like totally crazy privacy stuff. So Epic Coin is doing some crazy cool stuff here, but it is on ProgPow as well as RandomX. It's a split blockchain, which is also kind of like ZIL mining, but a lot longer. It's not just like, 1 or 2 minutes every 3 or 4 hours or something. It's like it goes through X amount of blocks and it swaps over to ProgPow for the GPUs. Then it swaps back to that. So while it swaps to the GPU side, your CPUs will then point to the other coin you want to mine, which is essentially dual mining, and you can get an extra depending what you're mining, of $5 to $10 on top of your Epic. So say Epic was making $20 to $30 a day with your farm, you'd be actually making about $45, $50 a day with this dual mining on top of it, which is pretty crazy. It's pretty sweet how it all actually plays out. But that halving event is coming, and that's going to kind of hurt our profitabilities moving forward. Is there anywhere to solo mine Kyla coin? I'm not sure. Retro, do you have it? I can spin. There you go. Retro Mike will get you fixed up. He'll spin up a solo stratum for you. So it sounds like not yet, but pretty soon you can solo mine yourself some Kyla coin at Retro Mike's pool. So get that done. People want to solo mine. If there's a demand for it. But yeah, looks like you'll be able to soon if Retro does that. No overclock on the mini Doge 2. Oh yeah, there's something about that. I think it works in Hive now too with that ASIC hub something, but I'm not sure about the mini Doge. But yeah, I don't think there's any type of overclocking capabilities there. Magic, is Mike the creator of blockchain? What did it say to that? Says, my sources say yes. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Retro Mike is the creator of blockchain. Need to get Mike's pool so big it's an ocean. Just like blow it up. Let's get Mike's pool to the moon. Kyla coin hash rate all the way. Anyone use a 7900 non-X to mine 65 watt TDP? I think that's an efficient 3900X. Let's take a look at that for a second. Let's see here. What'd you say? 7900X? 7900 AMD CPU. I think that's what you said. Let me check. 7900 non-X. Yeah, let's have a look. 7900 gaming processor AMD. Max boot. Oops. Is this the right? This is not the right one, is it? 12 cores, 20. Yeah. Base clock 3.7. Yeah. So this is looking like it'd be about the same as a 3900X and a 5900X. Actually, more on the 39. I believe the clocks are 3.7. The 59 is 3.6. I think. Yeah, I believe that's how it works. The 3000 series is actually a little bit faster than the 5000, but it's a lot more efficient, lower TDP and so on. So I think it's just pretty much a more efficient version of the 3900X. I guess it would come down to, did you find a cheap AM5 motherboard to go with this thing and the RAM? The prices are coming down a bit, but that's how I would go with this. So, based on hash rates, I would just say that is about the same as a 3900X, but using less power in theory. But, I can't guarantee that. I never tried it. In Hive OS, M equals solo as password. That's not in Hive OS. That depends on the pool, isn't it? The password on solo mining and coin your mining depends on the pool, whether it's Zerg pool and some other ones. Yeah, M would equal solo. Other ones, you don't use a password for any of that. Some that depends on a certain stratum port that you're using. So, you know, specifically saying that's for HiveOS, unless you're already referring to a pool. Maybe you're already talking about a pool there, Bad Cat. He might have asked you, how do you do it on a certain pool? And you're telling him, and I just totally missed that point. Yep, M pool. Okay, yeah, you're going. Okay, I see what's going on. You're talking about the specific pools. All right, that makes sense. Carry on. I just bought an Apollo V1 Mini SE Plus miner, and I'm trying to set it up. I typed the IP into Google, and it says site not reached. Apollo V1. So you typed, is it the correct IP? Like you saw it on your network, the IP where you plugged it in, and then it should pop up. Like, I don't know. I'll just type in 192. What'll pop up for me? Let's just go to there. This guy right. Oh, it always switches to Chinese for me. Why does it do that? So what is it admin? Yeah. Let's go into this. Engage. There we go. It's Chinese. Now this obviously is the KS0. It's not the Apollo, but same thing applies. Yet as long as it's the right IP. So like, did you detect it in your router? Did you use something? You tried Wi-Fi. You tried Wi-Fi and ETH, and it was popping up on Wi-Fi Connect, which is off. Oh, odd. Do you have two different routers or the same router? Like you're using one router? Because like myself, I use my main internet that comes in. It's just wired, and then it goes to a separate router, which I only use for Wi-Fi. But everything else that's LAN is plugged into my main router, and then I just got the one specific Wi-Fi router. You're probably not like that. You got the one router, it does Wi-Fi and hardwired type of thing. So you got the LAN cable in, obviously, I'm assuming then. Once you get a CPU, what else do you need? Like, what do you mean? What else do you need? Well, you need the CPU, you need a motherboard, you need a power supply, you need RAM, you need a cooler for it, and then you need a hard drive with whatever OS, and that's pretty much it. You don't need a case. You don't need a case unless you want one. But, you know, you just start getting a case, and you start filling a case with fans, and you start doing this. You know, all this stuff, one, costs more money, which means costs more to ROI that rig. Because you don't just say, oh, this is my CPU, this is how much power it uses, that's ROI. No, people don't really count this stuff. Like, you start adding in fans for cooling. You start adding in big exhaust fans for your entire farm out the window. That's using more power. That's also costs more to get. These things start adding up, and, you know, it increases your ROI. You can eliminate all that and pretend it doesn't exist, but it does exist to do some type of fake ROI. But all these things do add up as extra costs when doing stuff. So you start adding a case, you start adding case fans for airflow and all this stuff, you're using more power, and it's just starting to get more expensive. CPU makes more than GPU rig right now. Oh, Fudweiser gifted 5 RabidMining memberships. Congratulations, Bad Cat, Red Jasper Kane, Turtle Tech, and King Mining. All you guys are new members. Welcome for that. Thank you, Fudweiser, for gifting that out. And for some of you guys that are unaware, you know, what's going on, what do you get? Now, there's 3 tiers of the member section. You know, there isn't really anything different. You know, if you're rich and you like to help the channel more, then obviously, you know, pick a higher one. But what's been kind of going on in the background is I've been doing a lot of member-only posts. And when I find stuff that's been like profitable and good and stuff like that, I've been letting the members know, because, you know, they're supporting the channels and stuff. And then I've been leaking, you know, all my findings. I do my spreadsheets and stuff all the time, every day, looking stuff. So, you know, some of you members out there, you've been on some coins that have been doing pretty good. And yeah, so that's what we've been doing for the members out there, trying to keep their profitability high. What else we got here? No GPU, CPU all the way. It's funny, the transition. Remember back when everyone was mining Ethereum? You know, it was awesome. But, you know, so much trash talk towards CPUs. It's garbage. It's crap. Who mines on a CPU? CPUs are dead. Blah, blah, blah. Now, like, that's all everyone's talking about. Like, what happened here? And, like, even if you look back, there were days that a 3900X became more profitable than a 3090 on F. Like, there was a day where a 3900X, like, it wasn't often, it happened a couple times, but it's like 3900X was at like $14-15 a day in the last bull run, where, you know, a 3090 you could hit like $12 to $14 as well, which is crazy thinking about that used to be a thing. And now that we look at like 20 cents and 60 cents and negative profitability across the board. But, you know, it's crazy. You know, bull runs happen, they happen fast, and, you know, things pump. So it's going to be an interesting bull run for sure, because everyone says, oh, the GPUs will be back. They'll be roaring, ripping, and roaring back in the bull run again. But, you know, a lot of people, I don't think, realize really how much of an effect Ethereum had. But I guess we'll all find out. Regardless, you know, CPU coins, they go up also. ASIC coins, they go up also. So seeing profitability now, in theory, we could say we're going to see a great profitability in the next bull run, or, you know, things like that. So I don't know, it's gonna be tough to say, because, you know, if you look back 2018, 2019, 2020, we're about 2019 in the stage of the cycles right now. We're at 2019. Next year is 2020, and then 2025 that's coming up will be 2021. So we were seeing profitability on GPUs pretty much constant in 2020, 2019 and 2020. You know, it wasn't massive, but we were around like 60, 70, 80 cents and stuff after power. So things are different now, because networks are at highest hash rates ever. We have more hash rate in a lot of the GPU coins right now than we did at the bull run. So yeah, yields aren't like they were in the past. So we're not at the best time to really mine, which normally we would have been if Ethereum was still here, or if Ethereum didn't explode like it did and cause this massive influx of hardware. We would be okay right now, even on GPUs. But an influx of hardware came in, Ethereum ditched out on everybody, and now everyone's looking for a new home to mine. And there's a lot of hardware shut off. Like, you know, some people, like, sometimes we see profitability on like 37. It's been a while now, but like, you know, 40-cent profit. Actually, it's been forever since we've seen that. But even when we hit those levels there on some no-name coins that popped in out of nowhere, people are still like, I'm not turning on until we see at least 60 cents. It's not worth the wear and tear. It's not worth this. You know, it depends how people think. But, you know, what happens if we do start seeing profitabilities of 60, 70, 80 cents after power again? There's a lot of GPUs that want to turn back on. We could hit probably $1, $1.20 a day profits on a GPU, which would be freaking awesome, because now we're back to, like, you know, great levels. But the coins are so small. If all this hardware starts turning back on, we're going to be right back to 1-2 cent profits, possibly negatives again, even with these spikes in the prices, because there's so much hardware and it's not even turned on right now. We are seeing mining farms start to actually turn off or sell and stuff like that. But if it's just miners buying all these cards because they're expecting the GPUs to turn on, that's not hardware that's actually leaving. That's hardware that's just waiting to turn back on again. So the big uncertainty I feel for the next bull run in terms of the GPU side is, well, obviously, how big will some of these coins get? And second is, you know, it's pretty much going to come down to how much hardware actually quit and won't come back. Because if most of it comes back, I really don't think we'll see any levels near even Ethereum alone. Like, all the coins added up, I still don't even think we'll hit 3/4 of what Ethereum was by itself, which is going to hurt quite a bit. But again, we don't know. We just have to wait and see what happens. It'll be a very interesting bull run for sure. Mine and hodl till it hurts. Not financial advice. Yeah, you can definitely do that for sure. Mine and hodl. If you can cover power out of pocket, you know, obviously you're going to win. You know, you'll win. If things will go up, you'll get money and stuff back. But yeah, I can't do that. That's not how I mine. That's not how I operate. That's not how I roll. I use my crypto all the time. I mine and cover my power bills with my crypto. I cover grocery bills with my crypto. I pretty much live off my mining. So that's why I look at crypto a different way. I use it all the time. I'm not hodling for Lamborghinis, you know, come next bull run. I'm mining for self-sustainability, which is different than a lot of people do. And that's another argument. A lot of people feel, you know, KS3s are going to go online. There's going to be massive sell pressure and everything's just, the price is going to drop. You know, that's a very good possibility. But if there are a lot of it depends on the miner. What if a lot of those miners think like me? There won't be any sell pressure. Well, there'll be sell pressure, but like, say I went out, I spent 50 G's on a KS3 making $3,000 a day. That's awesome. But I don't care about the ROI. I don't care about paying off that miner ASAP. What I do is I use my crypto as I need it. If I need groceries, I go sell some crypto. If I need this, I go sell some crypto. I mine for sustainability. I'm not just mining a big bag. Oh, I got enough, dump it all now. That's not what I'm doing. I'm mining to use what I do on it each day. Like my CPU rigs, for example. When I built those, like when I used to work on the oil rigs forever, pretty much. I get down to it. Spring breakup was coming up. Road bans are on. It'd take, we'd be off for about 3-4 months at a time. So I'd quickly, in the last month of work or something, I'd save up 10 G's and then I'd save that for the next 3 months. And 10 G's, depending how you live, it might not sound like much, but 10, 15, you could get away. You can just live there. You can still live fairly comfortably, off only 10, 15,000 for a couple months. And I've been doing that ever since the Ethereum merge for the past how long? With just my CPU rig. So they pretty much ROI'd before the merge even happened, and I've been getting more. And I'm pretty sure they paid for themselves and covered themselves by now because when was the merge? Like last September. So where are we? September, January, February, March, April, May, June. So we're like 9 months after the merge right now. And like I've been living off my CPU coins mining ability. So I definitely spent more than $10,000 to $15,000 in CPU coins that I've mined throughout this bear market of all times, a bear market. So, I can't wait for the bull market, obviously, but you can kind of see where I'm going here. This is why I mine crypto. It's about sustainability. It's about running the max amount of profit that I can per watt. And that's why I don't care about paying extra for something like a Jazz miner over an E9 because it's 2 times as efficient. I'm getting way more crypto, way more profits per watt of power used than doing something that just wastes power for a nice hash rate. It's not about density really for me. It's about efficiency. And that's just the way I look at things. And that's the way I mine crypto. Self-sustainability. Yeah, so that's just me. Because of strategy, what if I'm hodling for you could take the coin with you and the laughter. I'm going to convince my wife. Reeves, I'm going to convince my wife. You got to listen to Rabid, what he just said, because this is what we need to do. No, don't do that. Not financial advice. This is just me. This is me. I do a lot of research. It takes a lot of work too. It's not simply just grabbing your hardware, turn it online. Like I move coins a lot. I do a lot of things. Sometimes I do sell daily if I see a quick pump. It's not about hodling stuff. There is a lot of background work going on. It's not as simple as just pointing it at something and leaving it there and that's it. There's a lot more going on with my spreadsheets and checking coins and watching hash rates and prices, selling at the right times to try to optimize things and anticipate, possible drops. And, there's a lot more stuff going on in the background than just simply mining a coin as well. I'm trying the Wi-Fi setting and I don't see it popping up. Oh yeah, we're still on. Sorry, I forgot. We're on the V1. So I've never used the Wi-Fi, honestly. We turn Wi-Fi off at night, so I don't have nothing. Everything is hardwired. That's why I have switches, a crap ton of Ethernet cables and stuff, because I hardwire everything in. And then we usually before bed and stuff, we shut Wi-Fi actually off at night. So all my stuff that would be running on Wi-Fi would be off in the first place. But so I don't know. I try with a hardwire first. I think you need to use LAN anyway to even set up your Wi-Fi on it first. So plug it into your Ethernet, get a hard line in there. Then I think you can probably manually set your Wi-Fi if that's the route you want to take. But again, I've never used Wi-Fi or even looked into it on any of the Apollos. So, maybe it's something I'll check out and look into. But that's, as far as I gather, that's what I would do is hardwire that baby in. Check out the Wi-Fi, manually enter the name and password and everything. Probably unplug it at that point once you save it. And it should take off on Wi-Fi. What do you think of US coin, and how you can get 4% earnings? What do you mean of US coin? You mean like USD coin and stable coins and all this staking stuff? Personally, I'm not a trader. I'm not into all this pump and dump meme coins and staking. And, so many people got burnt on staking platforms. I would just stay away from it. You could either make an extra 4% on your crypto or you could lose it all. What's the bigger risk? I don't do any of that type of staking or anything. Well, some coins I do, yeah. No, I use the Raptorium thing, running my own node. I use iNodes for the leftovers. Virus coin, you stake Virus coin, but it's within your own wallet. Those are safe options. Using platforms like Coinbase, Finance, Binance, whatever, whoever these, centralized entities are, don't use them. I don't care how big their name is, how many people believe in them. They all have a chance of dying. Whether you believe it or not, they could all just go under at any time. I don't care how big they are. It's possible. So just stay away from them. Use the exchanges for their intended purposes, and that is to exchange your crypto. If you're not exchanging it, you don't plan on exchanging it in a few days or a week, get the heck out of there. Don't hold it. I don't care how good their website says your stuff is safe. It's not. They're trying to rob you all blind and use your leverage on their own financial gains and possibly lose everyone's cash. Just stay away from that. But that's just me. Using Wi-Fi and Apollo is just stupid. That's just asking to get drop packets, hardware, everything. Yeah, I hardwire everything. Even when I found, I have an old router though that I use for my Wi-Fi, an old TP-Link. It does mine Dogecoin and Bitcoin. I'm just kidding. That's a scam one. Don't buy one of those. If you guys have been, following the whole department with the TP-Link thing, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there. Anyway, no, I got an older TP-Link, and when I actually had that solo Bitcoin miner, that Mars Lander, hold on, I got a big sneeze happening. Oh, I almost died. Okay. So when I had that Mars Lander going, I had it on Wi-Fi. I'm like, this thing's only doing 150 gigahash. This should be 250 or something. I'm like, what's going on? So I actually ordered this a USB-C plug into it for Ethernet for the Pi that's on it. So I got that thing in, hardwired it. My hash rate doubled. So either my Wi-Fi just sucks so much that it caused a lack in hash rate, or just a lot of times Wi-Fi just sucks for mining. Even though Wi-Fi has been getting faster. I remember a long time, 3-4 years ago, people always said, never use Wi-Fi for mining. Never use Wi-Fi for mining. Always hardwire, always hardwire, always hardwire. And then, my router, like I just said, is a little older, and I noticed half the hash rate when I was on Wi-Fi with it. But now it seems like everyone's like, Wi-Fi, no problem, use it. Well, what happened to the whole mentality? Is Wi-Fi just that much better now? Which, it is getting faster. You got different frequencies now and so on. But it's interesting how we went from never use Wi-Fi to everyone use Wi-Fi now. But, I still hardwire everything. And like I said, I shut our Wi-Fi off at night. Because, might believe it or not, there are frequencies going on there, and tend to sleep better without the Wi-Fi. So maybe give it a shot. I got it. I've been trying for 30 minutes. You got it? Awesome. What was it? What was the issue? Is Zephyr legit? Zeph, yeah, it's a pretty good coin. It's definitely profitable right now. Monero Ocean, I might try it out here soon. Recently added it as well. If you're unfamiliar with Monero Ocean, they're a profit switching pool that pays out in XMR only. So they do have some GPU coins. They do have a bunch of CPU coins, and then you just kind of bounce around, mine whatever, and get paid out in XMR. I used to use that a lot actually back in the past. But yeah, Zeph has been there. It's been pumping up quite a bit, looking pretty good. Profitability is definitely there. That might have been the cause, I believe, between Zeph as well as the recent Epic fork. Between the two, that's what's been causing the NiceHash random X spikes lately. But I don't know 100% for sure, but I'm assuming that's what's been going on, because yes, it has been looking like a pretty good profitable coin. Yes, it is CPU only. There's random X. Now you can mine it on a GPU, but it's gonna suck. That's bottom line. Let's say, let's take let's example 3900X around, depending how you run it, 12,000 to 15,000 hashes at 109 to 200 watts, again, depending how you run it. Or you could throw a GPU on there for 1,200 hashes at 250 watts. You can kind of see GPUs suck when it comes to random X. And that was the whole purpose of it. And I've been saying for a while, guys, it's been a long time, almost a year, CPU mining, coins are really starting to look into it again. More coins are coming for CPUs, and people are starting to adopt CPUs again because of it. And now we've been seeing a rise of coins start to emerge on CPUs. So therefore, I've been saying this for a little while now, but everyone just says, I'm lying. But look where we are now. But yeah, Random X is an ASIC resistant as well as technically GPU resistant coin. Now, resistant isn't proof. Resistance means it's resistant. ASIC is also I mean, Ethash, whether you believe it or not, Ethereum, that was an ASIC resistant algorithm. You guys can all shake your heads all you want and say it's not. It was. And that was intended to be ASIC resistant the whole time. Yes, there's ASICs on it. But ASICs aren't like a Bitcoin ASIC versus a GPU where you're getting a couple thousand hashes versus 140 terahash. That is the difference. Same thing with Caspa. That's an ASIC friendly algorithm. That's why we're seeing, 150 megahash versus freaking terahash miners here. Insane differences. So resistance means they can still mine it, but it's not as efficient as a huge gap over the GPUs and stuff like that. So that's where resistance kind of comes in into play. Add some ARGB to the router for more hash rate power. Hey, I'm trying to find a Molex plug to actually get an RGB fan up for at the top of that KS0, but I can't find it. My ZSX boards, I forgot they don't get power out of the Molex plugs on the ZSX boards unless you're running the 24 pin. And I'm not running the 24 pin on anything, so it doesn't work. And I'm not running a PSU near anything because I got no GPUs on, so I got no special Molex. Now I wonder if I can find, I'm sure I could find a 6 pin to a Molex converter somewhere. I might even have one hiding somewhere actually if I look hard enough. So that might work. What do we got here? Fudweiser, exactly. What's Fudweiser saying? What did he say? Where is he? I missed it. Fudweiser, use at. Oh, I use. RGB equals more hash. Yes, RGB always equals more hash for sure. What else do we got here? Anything? I don't have anything else on. I never had anything on the agenda. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's look at this. Bam! Let's hit the refresh. Oh, still nothing. So yeah, I'm still solo mining Bitcoin. I am legitly. This is legitly BTC earned. 0 blocks found. Lucky monster. The multi-currency solo mining pool. So yeah, I'm still solo mining. It's been almost a month. 0 blocks. Do I expect to hit one? Hell no. Do I want to hit one? Hell yes. But yeah, it's not happening. I'm going to end up with a $350 power bill for nothing. But you know what? No risk, no reward. I'm going to continue on going and we'll see what happens. That's just me. I know I'm crazy, but whatever. I was looking at this thing. The KS0 will cover that no problem, so I don't have to worry about the power. I know, that's exactly, Chirish. I got to put an RGB fan on that freaking Bitcoin ASIC. That'll definitely guarantee a block, I think. We need to get some RGB Bitcoin ASICs happening. That's what I'm going to put Christmas lights or something on it with blinkers. That's going to be, I'm going to do that. That's going to make like a funny video. I just added more hash and potential solo mining block percentages with this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna light that thing up with freaking Christmas lights. That would be awesome. The Magic 8 Ball says, "Look deep in your heart and you will see the answer." Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like that answer. Oh, I wonder how much does BTC have to be in order for Rabid to reveal himself? Never. Oh, crazy. That's insane, though. Imagine a Bitcoin block, though. Like, what is it? It's at like 6.2 something Bitcoin. Bitcoin hits 100K. That's like, $640 some thousand or crazy. 680. I don't know. That'd be nice. Who Retro Mike ever meet? Bear market. What? The 8 Ball says bear market. Where'd that come from? It knows it's a bear market. I wonder how much. Okay, went to that. You can just use a 12-volt wall and splice the wires. Yeah, I guess that would probably work too. Could create our own. Retro Mike is like, what the? What is going on here? That's what's going on here. You know what? Let's see. Did Bitmain? I want to go to Bitmain's website actually and see if they changed anything yet. Bitmain KS3 ASIC miner value bitmain.com. Is this still looking like August, or did they change anything? Honestly, I know everyone who has any type of Caspa ASIC right now is just praying Bitmain delays. To be continued. There we go. That's a start. To be continued. Like, what? We'll continue this story at a later date. Sold out. August. Shipping. Oh, look at this. August to September now. It doesn't say straight up August anymore. Now it's August to September. Is potential month delay already happening from Bitmain? Anyone who ordered this miner is probably PO'd and they want theirs ASAP. Anyone who doesn't have one of these and they have an ice river, they're like delay for a year. Delay more. But yeah, this is now saying August to September. It used to just be straight up August. So you know what? Maybe we'll check this in a week. I'll say, August to October. Oh, man. I don't know. Hopefully, I know I sure hope it gets delayed. I don't got 50 G's to slam down on one of those, but, if I ordered one, I'll obviously be like, no, early, get it here now. And everyone else is like, no, wait. Crazy. Got to really test them. Yeah, they got an ROI and, make millions and then they'll sell them. Although we haven't seen the hash rate hit. We'll definitely be able to tell when those go online. Testing phases for those big ASICs, we're going to see some spikes in hash rate. That's not something you can easily hide. That we're not dealing with a couple 100 gigahash here or something. We're dealing with freaking 8.3 terahash out of a single worker. One worker with 8.3 terahash. That's a spike. That's going to do something. Delay until emissions run out. Yeah, we'll delay it for about 20 years or so. What do we have left? What is that? The entire thing, CASPA emissions. It's like a 30-year thing, isn't it? CASPA emissions. CASPA emission schedule right here. So it goes all the way. Stop. That one. All right, let's go down. So imagine these block rewards right here. Imagine a block reward of 0.01422 CASPA. That's in 2037, but you're still minting CASPA in 2037. Not very much though. Oh, you guys can't even see that one. I'm way down here. Look at that. 0.014 CASPA. The entire block reward is only like, what is that in price right now? You hit a whole block. Like, I wonder what the price will be in 2037 though. That's the interesting thing. Is this thing gonna be at like $1,000? $10,000? 0.01422. We're just gonna times that by 0.02, 026. That is 0.00036 cents. Smashing a block in 2037 at the current price is 0.0003 cents. Wow, that's not very much. So what kind of CASPA price are we going to have by then to make, and what kind of hash rate is the network going to have by then when that happens? Like, oh my gosh. Like, where are we at here right now? Look at 12, 13. Like, we're not far. So we're at the 207 mark right now, I think. We're right here. Next month we'll be at 195. August will be 184. So this is when, now if it's September, if it's delayed till September, that means freaking 174 is going to be the block reward on CASPA. It's going to be crazy. Now 2025, let's take a look here at 2025 bull run time. Let's look at November. That's usually when the bull run happens, November. The CASPA block reward at peak bull time in theory is only going to be at like 38. 38.8 is the CASPA block reward at the peak of the next bull run. That's usually when Bitcoin sees its all-time high, sometime in November every 4 years. Now, other coins, we kind of have uncertainty. We don't know if this is when CASPA will hit the all-time high. We've seen Ravencoin, hit it before Bitcoin's does. We've seen Flux, I think, hit it the following year. Like, it was like January or February following. Like, so what, 2021 was the all-time high of Bitcoin, and January of 2022 is when Flux hit its all-time high. And there was another coin, I can't remember what it is. We were looking at it. Actually, it hit its all-time high the January the year before. So in theory, January of 2024 coming up next year, we could see some coins smash their all-time highs. And these are things to keep in mind. Next year, 2024 and 2025 is going to be very exciting. And we know how things work out, especially if you look at Twitter and you look at all sorts of other things. You know, you see a coin go up, you see something pumping, it's always hodl, hodl, hodl. It's going higher, it's going higher, it's going higher. Ignore all that. If you see your coin start to pump fast and high, take those profits. Don't worry about it. Obviously if you missed out on $1 million, that would suck. But pumps don't last very long. Usually when they pump to the high, especially the smaller coins. Look at Dana. It was like a matter of a week. It went so high and then it died. Nothing. So, if you see your coin pumping, like I really feel starting next year, 2024, if some of those other coins, they did pump the prior year to it. So we could see something really explode next year. We have no idea what it is. Could be some crap coin, could be whatever, but somebody's going to make a lot of money if they play their cards right. So it's going to be an exciting year. Starting next 2 years actually be very exciting, because the end of next year is when the bull run, in theory, will begin to start. We'll start seeing those prices increase. I believe the Bitcoin halving is May or April or something. We'll start seeing that. It's not going to magically cause a crypto pump like some people think. Ignore that. I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to happen about 4 months later. We'll usually start towards the end of summer, maybe September, October is when we're going to start seeing prices slowly start to go up and consistently go up. We'll have the odd dip, obviously, but that's when we'll start seeing prices going up. That's what I'm calling the start of the bull run, and we're going to constantly go up. Then obviously 2025, by the end of the year, is when we do see that spike happen to the all-time highs. Now, altcoins, they follow a kind of different path, where I just said anytime before that and a couple after the fact of the bulk Bitcoin all-time high, we will see huge spikes in the altcoins. And when you see them happen, it's okay to take those profits, because I know if I see some big spikes happening, I'm gonna be selling some stuff. So bull will start December this year. I don't know. It's never done it in the past any other time, so we'll see. Let's kind of look at this. Let's go. Let's take a look at Bitcoin price. Bitcoin price. Let's come into here. Bitcoin price. Where's coin market cap? Where are we at? Coin desk. Coin market cap. Right here. Oh, why are you so bright? Disengage. Go. Oh, all right. Here we go. All time. There we go. So, we'll start right back here. See this little blip? This little blip is nothing. It's a little pile of crap. Wouldn't even call that a bull run, but that is actually a huge bull run right here. Even if we kind of go back here, it's looking a lot better now. So look at this. Bitcoin, $20 shot up to $1,100. That's a big gap. $20 to $1,100. That's the first major Bitcoin I feel in the cycle period of 2013 is when this happened. And we can see how it's kind of, where is this? Like it just shot up here, 2013. Here we are, March, it went up, and then we saw some dip, and then we're coming in, and then kaboom, explosion in November. Now let's fast forward another few years here. We'll go into 2017. Bam, here we are again, 2017. Now here's the following. Here we are, 2016. So this is next year. Next year, this is how we are. So this is January of 2024, kind of moving in here. So here we are, 2016. We're sliding in. See, we're starting to see here now where we are at here. Halfway through the year here, we're starting to see a little bit of incline happening. And then we hit 2017. And then towards the end of the year, is that November again? No, this is December now at this point, actually. Bitcoin hit it. So a month later, bam, shot up to the moon, end of 2017. Now we're looking at 2020, 2021. Same ordealio here. Where we at? 2019. We're coming in 2020. Here we got 2020. Where's the incline starting to really come up? I guess we can call it from about, we can call this the bottom and come up from March. But the steady incline of actually going up without worries does happen around the end of the year here. The 10th, so it is at October. So we can see we start going up to that moon to hit 2021 crazy spikes. And then we come in. And I believe Bitcoin halved around April or something of 2021 as well, or of 2020. So the Bitcoin halving happened somewhere in this area, somewhere in here. And then same thing. So like I said, towards the end of the year, we're going to start going up. And then, the following year, 2025, is when we're going to hit these peaks here towards the end of the year. And then now that's where we are now. And it always seems to work out that the bottom of each market. Now this is going to be followed in theory by 2026 bear market again. I know it's going to explode. It's going to be bigger each time. And everyone's going to be saying it's different this time. It's different this time. We have this happening, this happening, this happening. No, it's not. It's not going to be different. We will follow by a bear market yet again. The bear will be, it'll be higher bottoms. But usually 1 year from the peak, all-time high, follows the bottom almost within like the same month or so. It happens, and it's usually about 92 to 96%. It's been different. So like think the 2013 top to bottom was about a 94% drop. The 2017 to 2018 bottom was about a 96%, which was higher. And the bull run we just had to the bear market now is actually the best one yet. It didn't fall as high as the previous bear markets did in terms of all-time high to the bottom. So that's interesting there as well. But it did happen still around the same type of time. So, I'm still going with, the cycles. I'm following the same type of timelines and so on from there. Now, altcoins will definitely be swinging before and after. That's just a Bitcoin chart, but we will see altcoins hit their spikes before Bitcoin. We'll also see others happen after. But when the altcoins spike, be ready to, start taking profits, because I feel, it's not going to last long on them. We're going to be back in a bear market the following year again, but, just brace yourself and do it. Just prepare and be ready. Keep in mind that is Caspa second, not Caspa block. The Caspa block is changing. Oh yeah, that's true. The Caspa blocks is, so yeah, that's Caspa per second, because they are adding in that thing. So every 1 second it'll be that. The block reward will be split between that. Because what is it? Is 32 going to be the max? Are they going to do 32 blocks per second? Or are they going to even go faster than that? So whatever the block reward from the emission chart is, you're going to have to divide that by the blocks per second that they do. So for an example, they are working on it and it will be going here. So right now we're at 207 Caspa per block, which is every second right now. And then once they do hit that 32 block per second thing, that's actually going to be 6.46 Caspa if it was to happen right now at 32 blocks per second. So each block will be 6.46, but that's still getting your 207 every second on the blockchain. So, some people might be a little bit confused by it, but that's kind of how it's working. So I also feel that's going to help solo miners quite a bit, because your blocks are getting a lot faster. Sure, you're not getting the straight 207 right now. If it was to happen right now, you'll only be getting 6.4, but you're going to be hitting so many blocks. So instead of, hitting only 10 blocks a day, and you might have been little less profitable than a pool, you might hit like 30 or 40 blocks. I don't know the actual things, but you're going to hit a lot more blocks, and you might be on par or just slightly above or slightly under. I feel those fast block times like that is definitely going to be a good boost for solo miners out there, which again helps decentralization, running own nodes and so far. But, by the time all this fully comes into play, we're going to have these Bitmain ASICs and everything flooding there. So it's going to be a whole different situation. K1 found an issue with the E300 bitstream that was causing the crashing of hardware. Okay, that might have been, let's check mine right now actually, because let's just go, where is it? Because that's what I was happened to me. I thought maybe it was a voltage thing, but I get, what is this one? So many different things in here. So let's go to miner. All right, so I'm doing good right now. Each one's at 5.6, but earlier today, yeah, like I did notice 5.6, 5.6, and then one of the FPGAs were at 0. So right now it looks like I'm doing the full ordealio here. There's proof. See, retromike.net 4607. Hit it up. So yeah, I'm running my core at 700 here, though. It looks like the miner is still doing its thing just fine. So that's interesting, though. So I guess we'll just wait for a fix on that. So maybe it wasn't my issue. I just have to restart the miner and good to go. Oh, the ultimate goal is 100 blocks per second. That's crazy. That's fast. 100 blocks per second. So if they get to 100 blocks per second, I guess you just have to move it up 2 zeros here. But I'm just going to divide that on the calculator. So that's 2.07. So if they got to 100 blocks, again, if that was to happen right now on Caspa, we're at the current block reward of 207. 100 blocks per second would be 2.07 Caspa per block mined. But it's still getting that 207 you know, per 1 second. So there's going to be 100 blocks found within that second. And, you know, nothing on the emission schedule is changing at all. The same emission schedule applies. It's just that each individual block reward does drop based on how many blocks per second they're finding. But the same current emission schedule is still based at the 1 second time. 100 BPS won't happen anytime soon. It'll take, yeah, for sure. Like, what are they at right now? Like, I remember when the whole thing was supposed to merge to the 32 blocks per second. They opened up the test net, and mainnet kind of happened at the same time. And then they're testing on the test net. And as it seems like it's good on the test net, everything confirms and works. Then they slowly add that into the mainnet. And then it's gradually going over time. So like we might not realize it. Well, I guess we will if we see a pool block, but still saying 207. We're still sitting at the normal way, but you know, they might just add it up to 2 blocks per second. And then, you know, next week it might end up at 4 blocks per second. Then an hour later, it'll be at 6 blocks per second, depending on how the test net is going. And the faster the test net goes up, the more faster we'll see it happen on mainnet. So it's just a gradual implementation on mainnet as the test net is testing over and over. Currently testing at 8, and is mainnet still at 2 or still at the normal one we're at, or has it increased? Like I haven't even looked. I guess we could just look at block rewards and see. Let's just go to a pool here. Where's Discord cast, but not Discord, blocks. It's not saying the block reward. Or no, wait, this is blocks is blocks I found? Yeah, these are blocks I found when you go to blocks. I found a quick, I got smashing some Caspa blocks. Nice. Look at this. 5% luck, 200, 389, 114, 142, 11, 25, 112, 102, 111, 22, 130. Yeah, I definitely got some high percentage blocks here, so that's bad. Rewards. Value. Okay, that's just based on that. Payouts. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Can't really see the actual block reward on the pool here anyway, unless I'm just not looking in the right spot. Oh well. I think we're still at the normal. Mainnet is still at 1. Okay, mainnet's still at 1. That makes sense. Justin, in some algos, the 5600G is going to be okay, but anything with Ghost Rider algo, it will be hindered as it does not have a lot of L3 cache. Yeah, and I actually recently found out it's not just Ghost Rider. RandomX actually requires 2 megabytes of L3 cache as well, unless it got changed. But let's just look at this. So look at RandomX L3 cache or something. Can't remember what it was. It's on my phone. What part of the CPU? RandomX data in L3 cache run. Okay. List of chips, cache part. I don't know, RandomX memory. I don't know, memory requirements. Optimization guide. Efficient requires more than 2 gigabytes of memory, which defines. Yeah. Can't remember where I found it. Maybe this is it. Let's find this one. Open, engage, stop. Oh, none of them's working. So it's too small for you guys to see. Click it all over. All right. So memory size requirements. So we need 2 gig here, 2080 megabytes per NUMA node for dataset 1. NUMA node usually equal to 1 CPU socket. The miner shows number of nodes on startup. 256 megabytes for cache on the first NUMA node, and then 256 kilobytes of L2 cache, and 2 megabytes of L3 cache per 1 mining thread, which is the same as Ghost Rider, which I guess would be why Intels and stuff suck at, I guess they suck at XMR as well. I was not aware about this. I didn't think it had that high of requirements, but yeah. So example, what does this mean? Say you pick up a 16 core 32 thread CPU like the 7950X, 5950X. You need at least 64 megabytes of L3 cache to fully utilize that CPU. Now, a lot of Intel CPUs, they have 4 cores, 12 cores, whatever, and then say they have like 20 threads, but they only got like 20 megabytes of L3 cache as well, when you need at least 40. So that means that CPU is only being utilized 50% of it. You're only using half the CPU to mine a lot of these coins because they lack the L3 cache. Well, how I look at the L3 cache, how I explain it to some people who don't really understand it, is think of your GPU and your DAG size. You know, you have Ethereum, once it crossed that 4 gigabyte DAG size, the 4 gigabyte GPUs could no longer mine it. Yeah, you had zombie mode, but you get the point here. You need that amount of memory to load the DAGs for your GPU to mine. So the L3 is kind of the same thing. It requires 2 megabytes per thread that CPU has to run. So if you don't have enough L3 to support all the threads, you're not going to be using the full CPU to mine that algorithm. Just launch your XM rig with max number of threads and you will see if your CPU threads will be limited by 2 megabytes per thread L3 cache. There you go. That's how you'll see. I think I have something set up here. Oh, is it going to blow up my... I hope it doesn't blow up. You know what? Let's try it. Let's see if this blows up. Is it this one? It might blow up my stream. Let's see if this blows up my stream. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Is my stream about to explode? All right, what do we got? What's it telling us? So here's the Zeph pool thing. Oh, huge pages isn't fully utilized right now. It's only at 97% because I have everything opened. My stream is probably dying right now. I better close that. Oh, Hawk is in the house. Thank you for the $5. RabidMining is a CPU mining god. I'm just a dumb crypto miner. Oh, crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, we all start somewhere. We learn. We learn as we go. On Intel CPUs, just turn off hyper-threading. And on Intel CPUs with hyper-threading turned off, you will have 2 M per remaining threads. I know another fix. Don't buy Intel. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding there. But yeah, I guess you could do that too. I don't have any Intel. I guess I got my test bench has like some Intel CPU in it. I could try that. See if it works. +1 on Hawk Crypto being a dumb. Okay, you know what? Hold on. What happened here? Oh no, I was in the wrong thing. Okay, we got the ultimate thing. We'll find out for sure. We gotta ask this. Hold on. Magic 8 Ball. Is Hawk really just okay, here we go. This will tell us. Is Hawk really just a dumb crypto miner? We'll find out. Secrets revealed. Don't ask. Don't ask that. Oh my gosh. All right, we still don't have an answer. Oh, I just hacked my lungs out from the fire smoke just now. That was great. Anyway, Magic 8 Ball can't answer that. We're not supposed to ask him, so we'll see. Is this a poll? No, it's not a poll. RabidMining, you need V4 chips though, or Gen 12 for the I-class CPUs. You know what we need? We need some $50,000 96 core epics. That's what we need. Props to Hawk for actually looking into CPU mining. Yeah, for sure. He's been messaging me for a little while about CPU mining stuff. So yeah, he's definitely been looking at it for a little bit now, for sure. No, it's a statement. No poll needed. What else we got there? I should take a look into configuring the thread so I can still mine while doing other stuff. How many rigs do you have? On my workstation, like you see, I just pull some of these up. You can see like I got Epic plus XDAG and stuff here. You can see I have these limited. I always save up. I got 2 threads here limited on my workstation, so I can still do, you know, some type of background stuff. Now XM rig, I find it doesn't really leg out my computer that much, but some miners like RabidMiner, they really love to hammer on the resources. So I do have to free up a couple threads there when I plan on doing other things. So yeah, you know, it comes down to the miner you're using, the CPU you're using, obviously, but you can you only need a couple free threads. It depends on your CPU though. Like this thing's a 7950X, so It has quite a little bit of power behind them threads. RPM is setting up 2 CPU rigs. What are they? Big, huge Xeon server-based rigs, or you actually got like some nice 7950s or something? What's he building? What's he building? Hawk just wanted to hang out with the real miners. If Panda can do it, then you can too. Tristan, I'm running 4 rigs. Yes, this is true. Crazy. So anyway, do we have any more questions? Anybody have any questions for this AMA? We've been here for, I guess, an hour and a half. Throat's getting a little on the dry side. Did Peppy pump? I don't know. Peppy Pow. Which Peppy? There's so many Peppies right now. I get lost track. Let's see what's going on here with the GPU department. And they're dead. I'm just kidding, guys. Oh, why so much hate? I mean, you guys are so negative towards GPUs. What is going on? 4090, 39 cents. 4080, 26. 4070 Ti, 21. All Sky Doge. Okay, what's a normal? Oh, speaking of that, CMP 170s, 7 cents. A CMP 170 is only at 7 cents, but I did see some of these being sold for like $800, $800 or $900. A CMP 170. That's crazy to think about, but yeah, still 7 cents. What do we got here? No, that's something, I guess. It's something. It's better than nothing. RTM. Oh yeah, RTM has their AMA happening later today. I always miss them, but we'll see what happens. I don't know about any of the news lately, but yeah, they do have their AMA and stuff happening on Sundays. They usually have their dev questionnaire thing happening. I've caught a couple of them, but not very many. I always miss them. I'll try to catch today's and see what happens. Got a Monero. Nice Hash is paying roughly 60 cents on a 5700X. I spun up 3900 and there's only 15 cents per day. HeroMiner.nano. What is the Nice Hash calculator telling us right now? Let's have a peek, see at that. Let's see what Nice Hash is telling us. Bam. Shot 256 ASIC boost. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want 3.9. This 11% power calculations. Whoa! You guys didn't see that. Don't look. No one look at that. Do not look. Oh man, we're dead. There's going to be too many CPUs going on. You see that $1.18 after power? What the frick? Hold my. Hold on, guys. I gotta go order me about 12 epics. I'll be back. Gotta go. Yeah. So this is after power. Look at $1.46 if you had free power. Let's have a look here. What's a frickin' 7950X at? Like, what is this? Calculate. $1.90. $1.90. $2.21 if you had free power. All right. Let's see. All right. What's this guy at? Let's see what the epic would do. $3.72. $4.31 if you had free power. Like, what? What? This is insane. Like, we're not even in a bull run. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. It's insane. Like, what's happening here? Time to turn on 3900X and 5900X. Yeah. GPU mining is dead. What Nice Hash mines? It's a bull run. Nice Hash mines whatever the rental buyer wants. It looks like Random X seems to be popping off pretty good lately. Let me see here. Where is it? Like, what do we got? Zeph here, I think it is. So Monero hash rate's not looking too hot. Where is all that Random X? What's Epic Hash look like? I forgot about this. Having event. So we're at 30. Hash rate's falling off Epic, so that's good. We got Zeph doing its thing. So it's down to 286. Hash rate is spiking here. Look at the difficulty. This is like an uphill. Tax bit's doing its thing. 286 on Zeph. Monero Ocean, what are they at now? Oh wow, they're climbing. They're at what? They're at like, what are they? 500 kilohash last night. They just implemented this. So if you're unfamiliar with Monero Ocean, this mines a whole bunch of different coins, profit switches, and pays you out in XMR. And there, it looks like they're climbing in hash rate when it comes to this over here. Crazy stuff. So we got Nice Hash pumping. We got Monero Oceans pumping over there. Will you make an Epic Cash how-to video? Probably sometime. That's definitely gonna take a lot of editing, a lot of blurring stuff out, because Epic Cash is a tricky one. You need to put in your passwords and usernames and all sorts of stuff into your mining hardware to give it to the pool, because you got to do the offline swaps and crazy stuff to the wallet for that. And you have to have everything there. So I'm going to have to make sure I do it right, or you guys can just literally steal all my crypto. Just go to the pool and steal it because you saw my stuff. So yeah, I'll do it. I want to see what happens. The halving does happen tonight. So the halving event's happening tonight on Epic. And then I'll see what the numbers are still looking like when that happens. And then I guess we'll go from there. Yeah, I could do a test wallet, I guess. Yeah, that's true. I could just do a test setup thing. Very true. That's, you know, probably easier. Then I don't have to worry about editing and blurring everything out, because that could take a long time to get everything right without losing all my information. Without you guys hacking me. It's a very tricky coin. You know, I'll just put it at that. Or use a Coinami address to stack it. Does Coinami have Epic? For real? Does it really? I did not know that. Maybe a test. Yeah, I think I get some Saudi sometimes. What? How long have you been here? What are we talking about? 5800 X3D does 8 to 9 kilohash. Nice. What do we got here? I need to check out Coinami now. All right, I connected it to Nice Hash. It's been up for 9 minutes. When does it start hashing? Oh, you're talking about the Apollo still? Did you put in the, if that's still the Apollo, did you put in the, oh, what is it? I can't remember what it is. You need the Apollo Nice Hash command in the dashboard to mine to Nice Hash with the Apollos. I don't remember what it is, but I did make a video on it. It says, make sure you put this in. But I don't know what it is. I think it's just Nice Hash. You just put in there. I don't remember. I need to check it now. So it's something cool. Thought 8 to 9 kilohash, but it runs hot. Yeah, those things do run warm. Oh, you followed the... Okay, you got it. So you did know it. Okay, it should start going anytime then. There's video about Nice Hash. There is a video. Videos for everything. Anyway, guys, so we are going to wrap this one up. It has been a little while here. Throat's getting very, very dry. I appreciate everyone for showing up to this live stream, and I will see you all.
Rabid out.